to Would I Lie to You, the show all about terrible lies and amazing truths. On Lee Mack's team tonight, the chef and food campaigner responsible for Escape to River Cottage, Return to River Cottage, the River Cottage treatment, the River Cottage year, River Cottage forever, Beyond River Cottage, and could you please shut up about the River Cottage? It's Hugh, Fearnley-Whittingstall. And one of the funniest comedians on the circuit, if only to look at. It's Rufus, Hound. And on David Mitchell's team, a comedian who does adverts for the Welsh Tourist Board. I can't help thinking they should have got someone a little higher profile, maybe someone who hosts his own hit panel show. Just throwing it out there. It's Rhod, Gilbert! And one of the very best comedians in Britain. She's talented, she's charming, witty, erudite and beautiful. She also gets to write all her own introductions. It's Miranda, Hart! So, we begin, as always, with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the truth from the tosh. Hugh is first up tonight. Hugh, would you reveal all, please?
Occasionally, as a treat, I put Marmite on my face and let my dog lick it off. Face.
Yeah. And this is a treat for you or the dog?
I see it as a treat for the dog, because...
How does he see it?
Like many people, I don't... Apparently also very much as a treat.
What kind of dog, please?
She's a Springer Spaniel.
You say this is predominantly for the dog. You must enjoy it on some level, because that's quite an extreme activity to do with...
I've always
just for a dog.
I've always liked having my face licked by the family dog. Always.
By just the dog? Anyone else?
Well, cats have a raspy, sandpapery tongue, and it's not nearly so nice.
Have you ever been caught in that awkward moment where you've marmited up and then somebody's rung the doorbell?
By members of the household, but not by strangers at the door.
Do dogs like Marmite?
Dolly does.
I'm not sure that's a helpful line of inquiry, is it?
Do dogs like...
They like salt.
Of course it's a helpful line of inquiry.
Is it a helpful line of inquiry?
If all dogs hate Marmite, it can't be true.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody on the planet that could answer that question properly.
You don't think there's anyone
on the planet that could answer the question, do all dogs like Marmite? No, I don't think there is.
I don't want this to sound like a rebuke. What I was saying was whether anyone knew whether or not all dogs might hate Marmite. You'd know if all dogs...
That's very much just the other side of the coin, in my book.
No, this isn't a coin. There are three things here. There's dogs all hate Marmite,
Yes.
there's dogs all like Marmite,
Yes.
or there's dogs have a similar view to Marmite as humans do.
Yeah, what, let me know hate it?
Rhod, as someone who's now in Series 4, you never get into conversations like this with David. He always wins or wears you down. Just don't do it.
Surely it is almost certainly true that some dogs will like Marmite and some won't.
No. For example, I would say that no cats like baked beans.
Would you?
You're definitely wrong about that.
For 2 hours, my cat got stuck in a fridge and genuinely ate a bowl of baked beans. Genuine, I swear on my life.
How did the cat get stuck in
The cat, I don't know, just leapt in when my mum opened it once.
And then and you didn't see it?
And
She didn't see a cat in the fridge?
She did that. Probably got some milk, cat jumped in, shut.
Well, she got the milk for the cat, and then where's the cat? Have you seen the cat?
Maybe I'm wrong about cats and baked beans. What I'm saying is there are some foods liked by many humans that certain other species will never eat.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is different species like different things, and it is possible.
You said that the things that humans eat, that other animals, all other animals, are species...
We've got to learn to work together.
Well,
yeah, you really have.
In that case, you need to change your opinion.
This programme has taken on a tone of civil unrest. I sense anarchy at the gates. David, I'll caution you once. Control your team.
I'm going to have to call in the UN. I can no longer vouch for my team.
Excuse me, what have I done?
I feel like a supply teacher who's been parachuted into a problem school. And is finding it very difficult to cope. Hugh, your original statement... was to do with the dog licking off your face. Now, how often does this occur?
It's something I started doing as a kid because it was a good way to... That was several
Good
dogs...
way to what?
to get the family dog to lick my face.
So, David Mitchell, what are you saying? Truth or lie?
Rhod, what do you think?
Oh, no.
I think whatever my captain thinks, I will back him to the hilt.
Oh, my word.
Can I just say that he just touched David's leg in a slightly effeminate manner? Like that.
If that's what it takes to have them working as a team, Miranda, I'm happy.
That whole round was sexual tension, is that what you're doing?
Is that sexual tension?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't like it. Miranda, what do you think?
I think it is a lie because he doesn't look that desperate for affection in his life.
It has to be a lie, David, otherwise there's something wrong with him.
So you both think it's a lie?
Yes.
Yes.
OK, we'll say lie.
There's a lot riding on this
All
one.
right. So, Hugh, Fearnley-Whittingstall.
It was a lie.
Yes, it was a lie. Hugh does not put Marmite on his face and let his dog lick it off as a treat. I once let a German Shepherd lick Marmite off my face. If you're watching, Jürgen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to end like that. Miranda, you're up next.
Right. I always test the temperature of my bath with my ear.
There we are, Lee.
What's wrong with the conventional elbow?
Well, two things, Hugh. Firstly, it amuses me to test it with my ear. And secondly, I'm a big fan of the bath and I like to get it right and I think it's more sensitive. I sometimes test the heat of food by my ear as well.
Could you mime the process of how you put your ear in the bath?
No, it's simply a question of kneeling at the bath and then I have quite high baths.
How high from the top would you say the water goes?
Well, probably about that much.
Right, so you're
kneeling down.
Kneeling down,
Yeah.
and then
And you
you're
can bend away all the way over to get your ear in the bath without...
Look,
I'm quite tall and I just get there quite
You're quite
irrelevant.
bendy as
I'm
well.
bendy. Hi. I'm tall and bendy.
Add some credibility.
This is when you put my mobile number at the bottom of the screen.
so I'm guessing like most normal people, you like a little bit of bubble bath and stuff. So you're basically leaning over, you're going in head first through the bubble bath. You're going through it, wait, and then suddenly you've hit it. Oops, it's a bit hot. You've come up. Your face is full of suds, yeah? And you go, well, I'll add a bit more coal to that. And then you sit there and wait with your frothy face. Is that what we're expected to believe?
Lee, do you usually have a bubble bath? I didn't have you down as a bubble bath type.
To be fair, David, you probably didn't have me down as a bath type.
I can tell you that he's got an open fire in his bathroom.
Yes.
Really?
And sometimes Miranda will come round and I'll say to Miranda, I'm not sure if that fire's too hot. And she will...
Do you have one ear that's more sensitive than the other? Is it the left, right, always the left, right, always the right?
Always has to be the left because of where the bath is.
Are you right-handed?
Yes.
That'll make sense, you see.
Do you face away from the tap?
I'm left-handed and I would go in with the right ear, you see.
I'm right-handed, but I would go with my right ear because of the way my bathroom is. To go with my left ear, I'd have to be turning my back to the taps when I did it, and I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I want to be able to see that, because ultimately the taps are responsible for the temperature, so I want to be able to look them in the eye while I judge what they've done.
You know those taps haven't actually got eyes, that's your reflection, don't you?
Yeah, no, I know.
What are you going to say on this one, Lee? What are you thinking? Is she telling the truth?
Honestly, Lee, the physics of this are all wrong. If you're kneeling, it's your hips that you bend from. Otherwise, your whole spine would have to be able to go over at 90 degrees.
No, because it's genuinely really easy to do.
Can you just kneel down and show us roughly how it works?
It's literally... So say the bath is...
Can I be the bath?
Where's... He's the bath. Just say this is the water. That's quite low
That's
down.
convenient, isn't it? That perfect height.
No, but it's not.
I can adjust it. I'll be the bath. There's the water. A bit of ear. Got me.
That was very well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
OK, Lee.
answer.
Do you know what? Until she did that, I didn't believe it, and now I do.
I do as well now. What do you think, Rufus?
Yeah. Still think it's a lie.
Do you? Ooh, I'll go with you and say that's true.
True. OK. Miranda, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
It's a lie. Miranda does not test the temperature of her bath with her ear. Rhod, you're next.
I once had a job where I had to answer the phone and say, "Hello, beef?"
There we are. Lee's team, what do you think?
What was the job?
It was a job, it was an office job where,
An office job?
Yeah, an office job.
Right.
In an office job.
Yeah, I know what an office job is.
Yeah, with a certain
the word
type-
office I'm not confused with is the bit about the beef that's getting to.
It's a government department where we dealt with beef and lamb and suckling cows.
Right. So what was the government department exactly? What were they
It
doing?
was the it was an agricultural department of Welsh government.
So they'd ring up and say, "Hello, beef," and the kind of questions they would ask you would be.
They'd say, it was all about identifying animals.
Identifying them?
Yeah.
So you go, "Hello, beef," and they go, "I think you're just the man. I'm looking at a big black and white animal. It's saying moo. Can you help me?" "Hi, it's cow. I'm beef. Goodbye."
No. Well, either that or you might want to put them through the suckler cow. Depends if it was male or female.
What is a suckler cow?
I don't know. I only worked in beef.
Which was it in Cardiff or something? Or?
No, it was in West Wales.
Was it in Carmarthen?
Carmarthen.
Kidwelly?
Carmarthen.
Haverfordwest?
Carmarthen.
Carmarthen?
You should work on the trains. The Welsh office is in Cardiff, but the Welsh office agriculture department, WOAD, is in Carmarthen.
So farmers would ring you up and ask you questions about
Farmers
beef?
would ring me up and they'd say, "I've got an animal here, and it needs identification," and we would give them...
What do you mean identification?
We would give them cattle identification documents. It was the CID department, CID,
Just
cattle identification.
Stop it. I feel sick with confusion.
I worked in CID. It was...
Oh, you worked in CID?
Cattle
Oh, no, it makes sense. You worked in CID.
There's been a mooder.
CID was cattle identification document, so it's like a cow passport, and they'd ask us questions about
Cow passport?
A cow passport. They'd ring up and they'd say, "We've got a new cow in town."
So you'd send out the official documentation.
They would tell me the animal's details, and we would print up a CID, cattle identification document.
Because each one needed this. Everyone had to have this.
Every cow.
Oh, every cow, yes.
So what are you going to say then, Lee? Is he telling the truth?
Well, if you know a lot about cows.
A little.
I've rung up departments of DEFRA and said hello, and they've said hello, beef.
Yeah.
And the whole
True.
WOAD thing, you wouldn't just come up with that.
Unless you were very quick and very clever.
OK, we'll go with true.
He's saying true. Rhod, were you telling the truth?
It was... true!
Yes, it's true. Rhod did once have a job where he had to ensure every cow had a passport. It's hard enough getting him into the milking shed, let alone a photo booth. So at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points and Lee's team have 1.